Continuing coverage as schools work through what it will take to have students back at school come the fall. Tonight, our focus is riding the school bus. NBC 26's Eric Kress talks with leadership at a local district as they look for guidance.
Since mid-March, the Pulaski School District's fleet of buses have sat idle. But within just a couple of months' time, that will likely change.
We are on track to having a full staff come back in the beginning of fall to start off the school year.
The district's transportation supervisor, TRACY SZYMANSKI, says her drivers are prepared to once again pick up over 2,000 students a day.
Anywhere from 30 to 70 students per bus route.
But right now the concern is that the current CDC guidelines to prevent the spread of COVID-19 will be in place, and instead of students, their buses will be full of empty seats.
They're telling us one per seat, every other seat, so dropping it to about 13 per bus.
The issue is school districts across the state, including Pulaski, don't have enough buses to accommodate current social distancing restrictions or enough drivers. And in Pulaski, the drivers need to cover nearly 180 square miles to get kids to class. It's one of the largest sized districts in the state.
It's very complicated, I think, to be a school district that has the large spans that we have for our transportation, and knowing that we are going to have to decide how we're going to get our kids back to school this fall.
Allison Space, the superintendent of the Pulaski School District, says she and other districts across Wisconsin are waiting on guidance from the state for insight on how to get the job done safely.
Being a parent myself, I would think that that would be a top concern, transportation.
In the weeks ahead, Space and her staff are going to be asking parents for their feedback, trying to get a consensus from the community about what their concerns are regarding public transportation and how moms and dads would like to see it accomplished.
We're working on it as best we can, and families of Pulaski area, you'll be getting a survey, and we'll just look for that feedback, and we'll make a good solid plan from that.
But for now, the question still remains: how can a district without the manpower, equipment, or funding get the job done, at least according to the current guidelines in place?
I don't imagine that it's doable for any school district.
In Pulaski, Eric Kress, NBC 26.
Many tough questions, and on Monday, the State Department of Public Instruction plans to put out guidelines as far as reopening schools.